allies. Friends and I allies.
What's going on, YouTube? Yeah. So, it's been a long time since I've done one of these, and I know you guys like these, and I really haven't even thought about doing one of these in a while until just today. So, I don't even know what I'm going to call this giant, but whatever it is, it's pretty much a story I told a while back. Man, I told this story in one of my videos when I first started my YouTube channel. I think the video I may have deleted it, but it was one of like my 100 subscribers, not 100, but like I would do videos every time I got like 100 subscribers, and I think it was one of those videos. But I mean, if I didn't delete it, fuck, I don't know which video it is, but this is pretty much like gonna be like an updated one. Because back then I didn't have storytime vids. It was just like if I told a story, I told a story, and it really wasn't like its own video. But I figured I'd retell this one, so if anybody was like a subscriber or have seen my video like maybe 2.5 years ago, you may remember this story. But I'm just telling this story because right now I really can't think of any other story. I do have more stories, but right now I'm just gonna do this one, pretty much redo it, retell it, because now I don't even, I mean, since the last time I did it, I had maybe like, I think the most I had was 500 subscribers. Now I have like 10,000 something, so that's a lot more people that have subscribed, so I'm sure a lot of people haven't heard this story. But I'm going to tell you this one story fucking happened to me. Well, I was there, of course, but it didn't happen to me. It happened to this dumb motherfucker that was fucking there. But, so, let's get down to this video. Okay, so this happened, I think this happened, I want to say it was like around October or November of 2000 or 2001. I was either 15 or 16 years old. I was around there, between those two ages, those 2 years. And I was coming from a friend's house. I mean, back then I didn't have a car or nothing. And so my friend lives he lives a couple of blocks away, so he lives up in the street, and you know I had to walk down and stuff. So I'm walking back home. This is, mind you, this is probably like around 5 in the afternoon, 6 in the evening. So it's still kind of, it's a little chilly. You know, I'm wearing a sweater, and the skies are kind of gray. And so I'm walking, you know, just chilling, walking. And on the way home, I have to pass a house that basically, this house was a house that this girl lived at this house, right? And she, you know, she had brothers and stuff. I mean, she went to our school and everything, my high school. But her house was kind of like the hangout spot for like all the kids that like to do bad shit, like smoke or drink, because apparently her parent doesn't care, you know what I'm saying? So in a way, that was kind of the house that like everybody would go to if they want to go do bad shit, because either the parent wasn't around or the parent just didn't give a shit. So every time you'd walk by, that was like the place to be if you wanted to do that stuff. And you know, I sometimes I would go there, but like I never did it because I don't smoke, I don't drink. I think that shit's whack. But, you know, those are my boys, and they do that stuff, so sometimes we hang out there or whatever. But on my way home, I'm walking, and I passed by the house. And I was like, you know, I passed by it, but then, like, as I turn to my left, I see that some of my friends are in the backyard just fooling around, doing some shit, right? And it was three people I knew. One of them was, like, a really good friend. The other one were, like, just two dudes I knew from school. And so, you know, since I was just like, fuck it. So I hopped over the fence. I started, you know, we started chilling and shit. And I'm just like, I'm like, what are y'all doing? Because they're like messing around with like a lighter, a can of spray, and a milk jug. And they're just fooling around. I don't know what the hell was wrong with them, but they were like high or something. Like, I don't know if they had smoked, if they have drank. I don't know, man. But we're just chilling, and they're being stupid, right? And so, you know, I don't know what it is about teenagers or kids about fire and pyromaniacs and all that shit, but they were just messing around with a lighter, and they had some spray or some shit, and they're like burning shit, and I'm just there chilling. I'm just watching. Actually, I'm the oldest one there by like a year or two, and I'm just like, whatever. And so one of the guys, he had this bright idea of getting a milk jug that was empty. There's no milk in it. It's like a milk jug, and so in the backyard they had like a cement porch type of thing. Cement. So that's where we didn't do it in the grass or anything. So he got the milk jug, right, and I don't even know what the hell this man was doing, and I'm watching this shit. And he puts the milk jug on the ground, and he sprays whatever the fuck he had. I don't even know what it was. It was like hairspray or some shit, which is probably the worst, the worst thing you can fucking spray, dude. And so he starts lighting it. After he sprayed it, he's bending down trying to light this fucking jug or whatever. He's lighting it, right? And we're all just looking. I'm just, I'm like standing like on the other side. I'm standing like kind of facing him, and he's just trying to do this shit. And the other guys we're all like around this jug, and this idiot, he's bending down, lighting this shit, and all of a sudden, dude, this huge flame comes out of nowhere and just engulfs his face. Like, it was like all this flame all over his face, dude. And it was like quick. It was like, and he got up. He was like, oh. You know what I'm saying? He was, yo, I was like, me being like, thinking that was a dumb idea in the first place, I'm sorry. I was laughing my ass off because this idiot got burned in the face for the dumbest idea I've ever seen in my life. And you guys are probably thinking, that's fucked up. That's fucked up that you laughed. But you know what? The motherfucker was old enough to know that you should be spraying shit in the jug and fucking putting that shit on fire. That's not a good idea, dude. I'm sorry. You're 15, 16 years old. You're not a little kid. You're fucking retard. So he's all burning, right? And I didn't even see his face because as soon as the flame burned his face, I'm talking about like yoga fire flame, fucking, he turned around and had his arm. He fucking like, blocked his face with his arm and shit, and he turned around and I couldn't see it, and I'm laughing. I'm the only one laughing, but the other two guys are all freaked out and scared, because they're either high or they're drunk, and they're acting like a bunch of pussies. They're all scared. Oh my gosh, that's not funny, man, you shouldn't be that. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, that shit is fucking hilarious. So, as this guy is fucking like this, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to look at his face, and I'm trying. Now this guy, he was Dominican, so he's a little more tan, he's a little darker. So as I'm trying to look at his face, at the bottom, I see that joint it looked like it burned his tan face, and he started having like a white face, dude. And I started to smell the burnt flesh. Oh my gosh, dog! I was just like, yo, this motherfucker just fucking burned this shit out of. He looked like pizza face, and I really didn't even get a good glimpse of his face. I just saw the bottom because it was like brown right here, and it was like all white right here. And so the people inside the house, they were like in their 20s. I guess like the older sister's boyfriend. They came out, I was like, what happened? And then, the other two guys were all like, all panicking because they're on fucking drugs or so. And I'm the one just standing there. I'm just like, and so I was like, oh, you gotta come in, we got, and so the guy with the burnt face went inside. I don't know what they did. Call the ambulance or something. And the other two guys were like, oh my gosh, they're all freaking out. I was like, and they all went inside. I'm just standing. I'm the only one left in the backyard just like, oh, what the fuck just happened? And so I was like, all right. I hopped the fence and I went home. I went home, probably had some Fruit Loops, played some PlayStation, enjoyed my life, not being a fucking idiot, playing with fire. Now, you guys are probably wondering what happened to this guy. Well, his face got burnt. I mean, there wasn't like no like craters or he wasn't bleeding. He just kind of burned like just a small like the top surface of it. So it honestly, man, it looked like a fucking big ass white birthmark all over his face. So and honestly, it fixed because I mean now his face isn't white anymore. But I thought once you burn that shit, it wasn't gonna come back. But apparently it came back. I don't know, unless he puts like some cream on that shit, but. Yeah, man. You see, like, That's why you can't be fucking stupid. Fucking idiots playing with fire, spraying that shit. As wrong as it was laughing, you know what, man? You know what? That's what you get. I'm sorry. You deserve it. You're doing stupid dumb shit. First of all, you're either on you're drunk or high, which you shouldn't be doing when you're fucking 15 years old. And then you start playing with fucking fire. You know what? You had it coming to you, dude. I'm sorry. It's over. Dog, this was fucking like, how long ago was this? Man, it's like 13 years ago? Shit. Yeah, man, that was like a good 10 minutes of excitement of walking home, watching these idiots play with fire, motherfucker burns his face, and I dip out. Oh my gosh. That shit was fucking hilarious, motherfucker. I'm surprised he didn't scream, you know what I mean? He wasn't like, "Arr!" You know when motherfuckers are like, something like atrocious happens to them, like somebody steps on their foot or somebody breaks their arm, howling like a fucking wolf. These fucking idiots. That motherfucker was just like, honestly, in that situation, I don't even know what you're supposed to do. I don't think you're supposed to be putting water on your face. Could you imagine putting water on your face? Fucking steam coming out your fucking face like it's fucking coals and shit. Makes your face even more red and fucking burning. I don't know what he did when he went inside that house. Honestly, if I was the homeowner, I probably would have smacked the shit out of it. Motherfucker, you fucking idiot now, Rick. You better not fucking sue us, you fucking idiot, for being on my property. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking retards. But that's it, man. That was a story. That shit happened a while ago. God damn. I like to go back to that day. Relive it. Damn. You know, if that happened now, man, you know, since we all have cell phones and shit, man, I could have recorded that shit. But that was back. That was 13 years ago, man. I don't even think any of us had cell phones back then. Wouldn't that be cool to like fucking record something that happened like in 2000 and watch a dumb motherfucker burn his face? Looking like fucking Pizza Face, dude. Pizza Face. Rat King. Looking like the Rat King from the Ninja Turtles. All fucked up in the face with pimples, all looking like some motherfucker. Somebody just beat the shit out of his face with like a football cleat, baseball cleat and shit. But anyways, guys, that was it. That was my story time. That was a pretty small story, but whatever. Anyways, guys, I'll probably do another one of these whenever the fuck I feel like it, which is probably going to be in another couple months. So stay tuned for that shit. Once again, peace out.